So, I'm here to say that protect children part infinity. That's kind of my motto. And if my daughter has been in the system for 5 years now, 12 CPS cases, if I recall, none of which that were called by me or caused by me, though I certainly got blamed for all of them. Yeah, if it could happen to us, it could happen to anybody, my friends. I mean, a neighbor that's mad at somebody could call randomly, and then you're in the system and it's not easy to get out of. So I'm here to help fix the broken pieces of that. And yeah, one of the moms, that's kind of what happened with her. She's a foster mom since infancy for her children, and they ended up taking them. It's been 3 years now that they've been separated, and the foster kids have all been separated, which was the worst thing. You know, they say what's in the child's best interest, but to separate kids that have special needs, that are siblings, that have grown up in a home and healed in a home, that's a tragedy right there. So yeah, I'm not going live today because I don't want to get distracted and because this is heavy. So this video is not made for children, though it is made for the children, but and it's all fun and for fun, entertainment purposes, whatever they want to call it. But it's just sharing interesting information during an interesting time, and that's what Star Seeds are here to do. And it's really important that we stay on track and maintain our light. And I'm going to be kind of all over the board here with this different setup and different topics. But we are here for a purpose, and that is to break the system of entrapment. The Matrix, Archangel Metatron came up all over our last read. I didn't even know how to take that energy, but I've looked into it. I've looked into exiting the Matrix a lot. And with this Scorpio full moon that we just had for Star Seeds, for me, it really showed me that I have to stay on my mission so much and can't get distracted by my own stuff or family, personal stuff, whatever, because when my light is not, and my purpose and my focus is not fully on my mission, if I'm fighting with somebody or, you know, worried about court or whatever, then a lot of light is missing from other people in my life that I can help and my purpose and things like that. So thank you to the Star Seeds. I did get to go to one of my favorite teachers. I got to go to Elizabeth April's Galactic Gathering, which was just to replenish as Star Seeds for people who have been trying to help awaken humanity. And just, you know, we all feel kind of like we've been getting our butts kicked from time to time. And so her workshop, what I got to take of it, was not about what's going on in the world. We did a lot of releasing and receiving in our own lives. So Star Seeds and chosen ones, beloveds, anybody who is on purpose with their mission of raising love in this planet, that's what we do. We focus on ourselves, even though there's a lot going on outside. So a journal prompt and an exercise that we did at Source Studio was to really meditate on and write down, instead of focusing on other things with this Scorpio full moon outside stuff, we looked into what has been blocking our confidence. We wrote about it and we flushed it literally down the toilet. We wrote it on toilet paper. So I do invite you to do something silly, do something for you to celebrate yourself this weekend, and to write about what has blocked your confidence. people, yourself, whatever it is, write it on a tissue and just flush it. And that was highly, highly helpful for me to really realize those blocks and to set them free. So, yeah, I'll get into more astrology in a bit. I do want to go over what I just read, a couple of parts. And then I'm going to read some other stuff here. And then I'll pull a card. So I don't have a whole lot of time, and that's all right. But one of the lines in regards to, what is it called? The best way to gain control of the most intelligent, powerful species on the planet. That is us. That is why we've been quieted, and, lower entities don't want us to awaken, because we are, as I've said, we are the most powerful species because we are the most capable of love. But anyway, the sentence I wanted to read was, convince them that their species used to be part of an incognizant, unaware wild animal. And when I was reading this, it just brought me to when I was getting my nails done by Tommy. Shout out to my buddy Tommy. And I don't know, Hot Nails, whatever place he works at. But I always go to this guy, and I think I kind of torment him because I talk to him the whole time. And on the news, it came on something about aliens in the nail salon. And he made the comment, and he was like, I don't care if there's aliens or there's not aliens, because they don't have nothing to do with me. And I could hardly almost not believe my ears, because that's the entrapment to aliens or not aliens. I'm not even going to get into them. They are fallen angels, aka demons, who have broken up. Okay, anyway. But to not know where we come from or who we are as a human species, to convince them that their species used to be that of an unaware wild animal. If we don't know where we came from, then we don't know where we can go, and then we don't know our true capabilities. And that's why there's such a huge attack on humanity to keep our third eye closed and to keep us separate from our spirit. The other sentence, the last sentence, create addictive digital platforms that rank them by numbers so that they may base their self-worth off the amount of followers that they have. My first thought to that was, oh, the poor children. Because this is an attack on them to create a future of disconnection. So I was in Santa Monica at Elizabeth April's workshop last weekend, and I took a picture of a homeless man. You couldn't see his face or anything, but he was covered in a blanket laying on the floor, and he had the VR reality glasses on. How he got those, who knows? They give away cell phones to poor people, pay people to get, so he got these glasses. And when I walked past him, I was like, where is he? Like, what is he looking at? He's homeless on the floor, and he's just having these glasses on. And I've talked about how they want to put the VR on kids to, while their reality is developing, make it a virtual reality, so they never have a full sense of reality. I've talked about that already, about the dangers of people wearing them and walking into a car, those type of things. When it comes to this technology, what I discovered last week in my meditations, because they want to take off TikTok when really it's Facebook that is selling our information and providing fake information. I really hope that doesn't happen. But even if it all goes down, that's going to be okay. But the more that artificial intelligence and technology increases, it has the law of the universe of every equal every action has an equal and opposite reaction. So the more the technology increases, it's kind of like the more we get pushed away from ourselves and from being human. So to be mindful of all of that, of the Apple, like the technology, we can use it here and there, but that's another one of the things that can keep us away from our mission, from our purpose, when we're spending 7 hours a day. And I do it myself sometimes as well, but on the phone, that's a part-time job, y'all. So with the eclipse we had with the Scorpio full moon, there was just so much awareness and releasing and healing with family, like childhood traumas and inner child stuff. And yeah, it's a great time actually I'm gonna pull up a quote here from my friend that he just posted, Eric Nyes. It really is a great time to celebrate, and I'm gonna get into that right here. So Eric Nyes from the Real World is a beautiful soul. He just posted this a couple hours ago, and it's a picture of a lion and a sun, and it says, "I didn't cross the universe from the central sun to lose this battle. There is a fire that burns so hot within my soul that I know deep within my heart we have already won. Get ready, family, because the truth is about to be revealed. No fear, no worry, no doubt, no resistance ever. Get out of the way." So, hashtag enjoy the show, you guys. There's been some wins. I think I'm gonna like make a good guy, bad guy announcement, because as we've been saying, the tower is falling and we're to stay the course. War is worship and resist. I'll post a Julie Green video. I'll post a lot of videos, and please click on the links. But what was I just talking about? Eric Nyes' quote, oh yeah, the good guys and the bad guys. Let me read another one before I get into the good guys and the bad guys. And I kind of stumble over my words to make sure I don't say anything that's going to get me booted from the show, from online. But this is actually, these words are gross. And I was going to just let you guys guess who said them, but I'll just tell you, just so to go into it that way. So this is Beyonce, and this is from her song Lemonade. The poem is called Anger, and just a little bit of, I wish I could share my screen and do all that technology, but I'm not there. But you guys can look into it, your own stuff. Like Lemonade, she wore this yellow dress, and she had said to have called upon Oshun, the African, I don't know if she's a water goddess, and you know, I'm all about the goddesses, but this is not what they're for. So anyway, these are the words to Lemonade from Beyonce. If this is what you truly want, I can wear her skin over mine, her hair over mine, her hands as gloves, her teeth as confetti. Gets worse, you guys. This is so nasty. And these are song. This is her song that's repeated with certain melodies that are not good for us. So, did y'all go to Stagecoach? I heard she was showing up there. Whatever, stop participating. That's how we exit the matrix. Don't give these Satanists money. So I'm going to start over here. I think you guys can start to see where this is going. If this is what you truly want, I can wear her skin over mine, her hair over mine, her hands as gloves, her teeth as confetti. So disgusting. Oh my God. Her scalp, a cap, her sternum, my bedazzled cane. We can pose for a photograph, all three of us immortalized, you and your perfect girl. What the actual F? Did anybody listen to these lyrics on Lemonade? I know I'm not, I should get into Beyonce because it's so interesting, but I got like 10 minutes left with you guys, and I got to post this thing. But sadly, like the rest of the musicians, like Britney, or it's a whole rabbit hole y'all can go to. But Beyonce's gone, overtaken by Sasha Fierce. These people in Hollywood, like, okay, the bad guy list, P. Diddy, and this is insane. So humanity's awakening is divinely assured. Okay, next bad guy. Did y'all hear about Bruce how do I say his name? Bruce Menley. Menely. Learned about him on TikTok. So here I am trying to censor so I don't get taken off. But shootout with the cops, and he was very high up in the government. Worked under the Obama administration, the Bush administration. I think he was a retired Navy. I'm pretty sure it happened in the States. I'll post the links, but yeah, he walked in, a mother. I'm not going to cry anymore. But a mother, I'm going to cry. She just was going to offer her children to him. And then, luckily, the cops knew about it, and they were there. And now he's deceased. But boy, what a bunch of information this is going to open up to, right? Because he was so high up in the government, my darlings. So I'm going to play, or I'll share one of Julie Green's video about the Sahara Desert. I posted that, how it all went orange, basically. I don't know, how are y'all surviving the end times? What are you guys doing? Some notes here, and then I'm gonna get going. I think that those are the main things I wanted to share, except for also the good guy list. And this is another one of my fans that I get crushes on people who are doing good things. What is this? Where's my notes? He's an officer in Florida. I posted his video last week, and I'll post it again. Sheriff Grady calls out the feds. There it is. So, good guy, shout out to Sheriff Grady. He's been after Disney and people in his county that are trafficking, and he called out the feds. So there's a good guy. There's lots of wins happening. And so I think that now that was what I wanted to say, and I'm going to get into the reading. Let me breathe. I'll love the day when I get to talk about other things. And in the meantime, I'll just keep focusing on myself, and so there are fewer and fewer people in the dark all of the time. So that's huge. So awakening is already mainstream. I'll share a video by Ralph Smart who talks a lot about that. And we're all spiritually equal because we're all the highest we can go spiritually right now. We never get more than what we can spiritually handle. And you are spiritual warriors. You are warriors, my darlings. So yeah, I talked already last week about being patient while people awaken. So, oh yeah, but here's a note I put, but how hard is it to know things that others can't see? That's heavy, and to make it lighter, and I have talked about this before, shout out to my guru, Acharya Sri Yogesh. Look at it as a blessing, not a curse, because some people can't see at all. So we're exiting the matrix. There's a book. It's FFFHAMS. I'll share a link on that. I wanted to buy it a long time ago. It's like forest, foraging, freedom. It's all about exiting the matrix, and how to do that is by what I said, say no, stop participating, and to get back to nature. The part of the book says, like, if the store is closed, we'd all be effed. Like, nobody knows how to make anything or do anything, but we're learning. So that's a great book. I'll post the link, and I'm going to get it for myself. Looks super, super interesting. And yeah, humanity's awakening is divinely assured. So, okay, I'm going to pull one card. Oh, I have another note about the kids. Let me read it from here, where I typed it. Sorry. I didn't have time to really, like, I've had all these thoughts in my head all week, and then I tried to, like, get it out in 30 minutes right now. But the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children, and this is what I learned from Mr. Bruce Menley, the man who passed away a couple days ago. Please look it up. Like, super interesting. I am so excited to see what comes out of this. But anyway, the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children received more than 36 million reports of suspected child exploitation in 2023. So that is why I'm up before the sun, before my weekend. I just, anyway, if it could happen to those children, then it could happen to my child. And so that's why, you know what I mean. I'm going to stop crying. I'm going to pull y'all a card. I didn't say it on camera, but I prayed to the divine to guide and protect me. Whoa, protection. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So let's breathe. We are so protected. Light already won. And you guys, this is like Hermes or Mercury. And Mercury retrograde has ended, I think, on the 25th of this month. So if it feels like we've been, projects or whatever cases have been blocked or prolonged, then this is where, and this is what the Scorpio full moon taught me, we open the floodgates to blessings, and we put a manhole bolt on the things that have blocked our confidence, like family stuff. Like I said, if our energy is spent on fighting, on problems, on worrying, instead of on the children, our mission, like the children are the one who are suffering. I wake up some days going like, oh my God, it's the same day, so, you know, but I'm not the one who's missing. So intention. So then I have to draw back my thoughts and praise Yah. I have so much to be grateful for. So we have to keep our vibes high. We've talked about it so much before. We cannot get stuck in the lower vibes of fear, doubt, worry, like forgiveness. Here's a quote. I want to read it. Did I even print it? Yeah, here it is. By Michael Beckwith. He's a pastor in Culver City with Agape. So you could go see him. He's amazing. But he says, a lack of forgiveness is one of the highest forms of self-abuse. When you hold resentment and animosity, those thought forms produce toxic chemicals that create the condition for the activism of dis-ease in your being, mentally, emotionally, and physically. So when I'm feeling low, and I have to do it often sometimes, I bring my focus back to forgiveness, gratitude, like the truth, the light. So yeah, with this full moon cycle, lunar cycle we just completed, hopefully you guys got there to really, this is what my class was on last week. Open the floodgates of blessings and close the vault on what does not align. And I'm not talking about people, I'm talking about energies. So that's the portal to high self. We got partnerships here. So just what I was saying, being in alignment with people, look at these ladies, with people that are peaceful, okay? And if that means setting real tight boundaries on where you don't want your energy to go, then it looks like we're figuring it out, my darlings. I have a little recipe here. The formula to success is to do everything you can all the time. That means every time an opportunity comes up where I need to change my thoughts so that they're higher. You know, there's tons of examples I could give with that. But the formula to success is to do everything you can for what you're working on, and then let go and let God. So we're open to many opportunities, discernment, as we're getting out, or as Mercury is going direct, Pluto is going to be going retro next, and I'm going to pull one card because I had 30 minutes and it's 30 minutes on the clock. So again, praise Yah, the original name for God, and Yeshua, and to our guides, and just may we be discerning and not deceived during these chaotic times. When I was getting my nails done, there was all these different news stories. Oh, and I got something else to tell you. But they were like, chaos broke out, and chaos this and chaos that. And I'm like, is that an entity or something? Like, avoid the chaos, no chaos. And then in the salon, it went to saying how celebrities, I don't know what they're blaming it on, some pill or face thing, but that their faces are like really changing and they're starting to look like who they really look. And we all know that that's because of a lack of a certain substance that they get from certain younger people that they are getting less of. So people are looking crazy. What made me think of that? I don't know, but yeah, there's been reports of people seeing people looking scary, and just the value, my darling. So, oh yeah, I was thinking about that because of like fallen stars, the Hollywood stars, like fallen stars, they're not looking too good. So, like on their faces. Weird. Look it up. I'll share a link. Maybe you know what I'm talking about. Maybe you don't. I learned about this substance that celebrities use a long time ago. Anyway, I'm not going to get into that. So, okay, we got a lot of cards here. I'm just going to take the top one. So the eclipse, the energy from the eclipse we just had, you know, there was a lot of like hoopla about that, and all very interesting and prophetic, deep stuff. But we're going to feel the effects of that till the end of the year. So assertiveness and the light, I guess, being discovered bit by bit here is kind of what that's about. I'll read the book, and then I'm going to call it a night. And thank you for listening, for letting me cry. Assertiveness, where are you? Okay, here we go, you guys. One is never afraid of the unknown. One is afraid of the known coming to an end, and that's the apocalypse. That's what we're in. It basically means, like, what does it mean? It's not the end of the world. The apocalypse is like the awakening. That's what it is. There will be many times in life where we will be met with lessons, challenges, and moments that may test our ability to keep courage through conflict and maintain balance in the metaphorical wobble of the earth. Uncertainty can be a source of insecurity. In situations we are unable to control, we may find ourselves defaulting to what feels comfortable, such as staying quiet or retreating into thought loops of all the worst case scenarios. Perhaps you diminish your light out of fear that you may burn too bright or blind others with your truth. Are you currently in a cycle of continuing to play small? Are you repressing your true feelings because you fear rejection? Are you afraid of saying what you really need to get what you truly want? Are you afraid, period? This is long. If you pull this card, it is here to remind you that assertiveness is not to be feared, but instead to be integrated, lived, and appreciated like an invisible safety net to protect you from the unexpected or when you think you may fall. Assertiveness is the assurance that you are worthy, you matter, you count, you absolutely deserve to be heard. You can fully trust your forward momentum. Being assertive should not be mistaken for being aggressive or arrogant. We are now in Taurus season, out of Aries, which is very aggressive. It is a metaphysical tool that allows you to walk along the tightrope of life with a balanced heart, mind, spirit, ego, intuition, logic, and instinct. And learning how to embody assertiveness will allow you to know the unknown isn't to be feared, but instead can remind you of your greatness and the greatness you can bring to a world of your own creation. The world is yours to design and participate in, and your myth is your magic. So, lots of cool points, you guys. Exiting the matrix is knowing that every thought, every good intention is creating a reality. And was there anything else? And with the full moon in Scorpio, and really letting go, focusing on our confidence, and just being open again to, what did it say? The formula to success is to do everything you can and then let go and be open to many opportunities. So with this assertiveness, we work on what we want all the time in every way, in our heart and mind, and then we're not just set on one outcome that we think is right. We're open to infinite blessings, infinite outcomes, and infinite opportunities. The mantra is, it is safe for me to be assertive. I trust that my needs will be met and my voice will be heard. So that's your card. I hope it resonates. I do have to go. So again, thank you. Happy Spirit Sunday. And please click the links below. I love you. Take care, and I'll see you next week, I believe. Thank you. Bye, everybody.